the way it works is you are going on a journey, be largely because of the theme. That's actually the name of this game. And you travel through a bunch of different locations, and you have to choose one path or another as you go. So I'll just kind of get myself set up here. You have to draw 3 cards to start with. And over here, this is your journey. I don't know if my cursor is too small to see or whatever. So this is also partly for a Button Shy design contest. Button Shy is a small card game publisher, and they do design challenges every now and then. And the whole challenge was to create a game that had the numbers 1 through 18 in the corner of each card. So there's 18 cards numbered 1 through 18. That was it. And the cards are blank other than that. And the part of the challenge is that you have to actually hand draw right on cards that you order from them and then mail them back to them. Anyway, this is a digital version of that. And so the goal of it is to gather as many of these cards that have keys or hearts. In the bottom left corner of that card, you can see a heart with a keyhole in it. So there's 3 locks and 3 keys on various cards. Your goal is to collect as many of them as you can before you die, or before you get to the end of your journey. And so your journey here, this is sort of your past cards that you've gone through already, and this is sort of your current location where you're starting. And so to play, you draw 2 cards and you place them in your decision path here, and then you draw 2 more cards and place them in the future path. So this kind of tells you what's coming. And now you have to decide if you're going to take the top card or the bottom card. And the way that your choice matters is that you compare this card's number in your current location, so this is number 3, to the card's number in the decision path. So this is both 9 and 11. So both of these numbers are higher than my current location. And so I would only look at the top part of both of these cards. And so in the top of this card, I've got 5 blue damage. And at the top of this card, I've got 4 green damage. And so the way it works for taking damage is you look at the top right corner of any of the cards in your journey, and those are shields that you can use to absorb damage. So the first thing you would do, actually, let me step back a bit. The first thing you do is look at your current location, and there's a card ability on there. This one says move a card from the graveyard to the bottom of the deck. Now, I don't have anything in the graveyard yet, so that ability is not relevant to me. So at the start of each turn, you can optionally use that ability, and some of them let you manipulate the cards in your path. So I'm going to just drag that here, and I'm going to take the blue card because that is the only, I just don't have enough shield cards to deal with this 4 green damage. So now that I've taken this, I can flip that one, and that actually goes back under the bottom of the deck. These move over, and I need to deal with this 5 damage. Now I've got 2 blue shields. One of them alone does not equal 5, so I actually have to discard the extra one. So I'm kind of absorbing this with this 4, and then the rest, I need to discard one of them because I don't have quite enough with 1 card. And that lets me take this card. Then I just continue on by drawing more cards and putting them into the future path. And now again, I take another turn. And here it says swap the positions of the future path with the decision path. So if I wanted to, I could take both of these cards and swap them with both of these cards. So kind of as you play, it lets you manipulate your choices about what's coming, and helps you plan, okay, am I going to have enough shield cards to deal with the damage that I might take? Now these 2 cards don't have any damage on them, so I don't really have to worry about that, but then I should be looking ahead and thinking, okay, if I take this 1 and then I'm going to go to this 12, then I've got 4 green damage that I need to take. So I will have a 2 green shield here and a 2 green shield there, so I could deal with that. Now I also have, now that I've taken this card, once I decide where to go, so say I take this and maybe I go to the 18 instead, then I don't take any damage at all. And again, I'm just moving along my path here. That one's lower, so I'll put that there. This one has a potion on it in the corner instead of a shield, and a potion will. So the potion cards let you absorb an infinite amount of damage, but the difference with those is that they actually go back into the bottom of the deck. And the reason for that is because the potion cards are opposite of the key card, the key and the lock cards. So if you use a potion, then it still goes back into the deck instead of the graveyard, so that it will come cycle through again. You'll have another chance to maybe get that key or that lock. So basically, you're just trying to build up enough shield cards to survive the damage that you might take, and choosing your path, whether you're going higher or lower. Some cards let you take cards out of your graveyard. Some cards let you take, like this one, for example, lets you use the higher or lower part of the card, regardless of its number. So there's some things that give you some sort of strength and choice in how you're gonna play it out. And it builds up kind of nicely. You try to get, it gets the card damage kind of builds up. Most of the ones with locks and keys on them have quite a bit of damage on them. And so you end up kind of getting to the end. You've sort of stockpiled a bunch of shields, but even by the end, it often you're burning through them quite a bit before you can actually get all the locks and keys. So the goal is just to get, like, each lock and key pair is worth 1 point. So the goal is to try and get as many points as you can before you run out of cards. And that's the game.